Welcome back to the Kilomathon, a 26.2 kilometre race taking place between Nottingham and Derby. The leaders are approaching the 13 kilometre mark. They've dropped down to a group of 3, which is being led by pre-race favourite Martin Williams on the right hand side of the screen. Blue painted Matthew Roche goes past us, still looking happy, and the atmosphere here really is terrific. Spectators along the route shouting their encouragement and in some cases drumming their support. Back at the front, that's the leaders rounding Borrowash Corner at the moment, which is about 10 kilometres from the finishing line. And it looks like it's turning into a three-way battle between Williams, Nottingham's Tim Hartley and experienced marathon runner Chris Wilson. A new leader at the front of the women's race, and in great shape there, the Scottish Masters cross-country champion Jennifer McLean. Look how tight this men's group is, working with each other to try and take a bit of shelter from this wind on the course. There goes Jennifer McLean leading the women's group around Borrowash Corner. She really is in great shape at the moment, looking pretty confident there. Sarah Harris has her in her sights, but McLean really enjoying herself. Got time for a quick joke there as well. But look at this in the men's race. Martin Williams and Chris Wilson have broken clear and they've dropped Tim Hartley as they head towards Elveston Castle. What a fantastic looking building it is, but sadly for our elite runners there's no time to look around the grounds today as they head off the tarmac and try to keep that pace up on the uneven surface in these grounds. Well, some of our runners must be thinking, all that training and I get overtaken by a sunflower. So that's the women just about to turn the corner to enter Elveston Castle, with Jennifer McLean still in the front there. And at the men's race, Martin Williams, one of the fastest marathon runners in the UK, on paper a few minutes faster than Chris Wilson, but Wilson matching him step for step all the way in this race. Well, here come some of the runners at the back of the field, enjoying the views in Elveston. A lot of these runners won't have run this distance before, so they really don't want to overcook it at this stage of the race. Well, the women have now emerged from the grounds, and look at this, it's all changed. Sarah Harris has now taken the lead. Amazingly enough, she took a couple of years out. She only returned to running in September of last year, so she's going to be absolutely delighted with the way the race is going. And look at the gap she's built up between her and Jennifer McLean. Look at this at the front of the men's field as they head home. This has been the fastest kilometre of the entire race, but it's not Martin Williams, it's Chris Wilson who's pushing the pace. He's trying to shake Williams off, and you got to think at this stage, has Martin Williams blown it? He really seems to be struggling to catch Chris Wilson, who's striding ahead here. As the Massfield plough on with their Kilomathon, the men have reached the finishing straight, and oh my goodness, it's Martin Williams who's regained his lead. He's being chased by Wilson, but Martin Williams has the better sprint finish here. He's enjoying this, a quick glance to check, but he knows he's done it, and this does not look like a man who's raced 26.2 kilometres. With Chris Wilson in second, Williams wins it in 1:26.
With our winner here, Martin Williams, well done, a terrific performance. How was it for you?
I felt stronger as it went on. It was windy the whole way. And being one way, you just got in your face the whole way. The last couple of miles, luckily Chris took it on because I was taking it the whole way.
There was talk before this race that you might have this all your own way, but that wasn't the way it played out then.
No, that's a brilliant run by Chris. That's a great breakthrough run by himself. Because I would say Tim was probably the second favourite for this run. And Chris had...
And did you have a plan, and did you stick to that plan?
Yeah, I just wanted to race it out today and feel good, so I knew I'd get stronger as the race went on, but having recently done a marathon, I didn't know quite how the legs would be.
Well, you've run a brilliant PB in the marathon, and you are the winner of the first ever Kilomathon. Martin Williams, ladies and gentlemen, and in third place coming in now, Tim Hartley, former Robin Hood Marathon winner, couple of great race wins this year, and an absolutely terrific performance there, coming third.
Chris, congratulations, a great run. How did you find it? A bit breezy out there?
A little bit breezy, yeah.
thankfully I was able to pretty much hide behind Martin Williams and not Nottingham City runner for most of the race, but towards the end we got split up a bit, and then it was a case of just head down and into the wind. So I knew that Martin, he tucked behind me for the last 5k. I knew he was going to pass me at the end, but I thought I'd just give it everything and see if I could keep with him.
It was a great run. You gave him a run for your money.
Yeah. Well, he's about 9 minutes faster than me over the marathon, so I didn't expect to be so close to him. So I was really pleased with that run today.
A deserving 1, 2, 3, Williams, Wilson and Hartley winning the Kilomathon. And as the men continue to come in, you can see just what an effect this gruelling race has had on our athletes. Let's take a look back up the field. So the women's race is going to be won by mum of 3, Sarah Harris. A brilliant time, 1 hour and 39, breaking comfortably away from Jennifer McLean. Sarah raced 50-kilometre races for England a few years ago, and as I mentioned, just returned to the sport.
Well done, Sarah. Congratulations. Let's turn you in and get a quick word with you if you can. You're obviously working hard. Just how hard was that?
It was hard to keep yourself motivated and sticking. Sometimes the wind was against you. You felt you were backing off. You just had to focus.
A brand new distance. How hard is it to have a plan for something like that?
I don't think you can have a plan. It's a new distance, it's a bit of fun. Just enjoy. PB for everyone, like you say.
Always good to celebrate a PB. Well, congratulations on a brilliant performance. Ladies and gentlemen, the female winner of the Kilomathon for 2010 is Sarah Harris.
So that was fantastic. Very, very breezy here today. So it may have changed your race plan somewhat, Martin.
Yeah, I think it was forget about the watch really today and just took in on race, but well, I was taking it out for a while, and then luckily Chris come along at the end, so I took him on.
And you acted as a windbreak.
Yeah, I did, yeah. I knew he was right behind me, clipping my heels a little bit, just letting me break all the wind in front of him. So yeah, it's good tactic, works well with that kind of weather. But it's not so good when you're ahead of him. I was considering just tucking in behind him at one point, but I didn't know how close Tim was in 3rd place, so I didn't want to slacken the pace at all. So yeah.
And Tim, over to you. A good run for you?
Yeah, very pleased with the run today. It wasn't to be for me. Last 3 miles was very difficult for me, but I'm pleased to have made it into 3rd and got on the podium, so to speak. So yeah, very pleased, yeah.
And I think you were saying sometimes you have to risk it. You mean you're going to risk hanging with these guys, you know they're going to make a move, but at the same point, if you don't, you're onto a solo run anyway.
Yeah, I wanted to push it, I wanted to be at the front. The wind is in your face all the time. Maybe that's what's killed me today, and my old legs probably gave in a bit, but I'm very pleased, that to come here. I had a great time. It's
Thanks very much indeed. Off to get your recovery drinks, wrap up warm, and I'll see you on the podium.
Thank you.
Well, the bleeps of the computer chips there recording the accurate finishing times of our runners, including the Sunflower.
Guy,
hi.
Yeah, a little bit over. There we go. A little bit over 2 hours. So that's not bad in these conditions.
Yeah, not too bad. A little bit of wind, unfortunately, so that slowed me down. But on whole, it was an absolutely fantastic race. Well organised. The people on the way were brilliant. The runners are fantastic. A lot of support from them. So very pleased with that.
Thanks so much. Go and put your stems up.
Will do. Thank you very much. Thank you.
As the Kilomathon is a brand new race distance, all our runners today will be claiming this as a new personal best. Among them, Mark Frost, who we met earlier.
Well done, Mark. Fantastic. How was it out there?
Oh, I'm hard to breath. The wind was in your face all the way. This is my running partner here. The wind was in her face all the way, but yeah, I've done it. An achievement. Quite emotional now, to be honest. I want to go and find my little boy.
Excellent. Go and find your boy.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well done.
Well, a great run, Donna. Absolutely brilliant. You've done it. You've done it. Well done. How was it?
Tiring.
But look at that time. You've got to be under 3 hours. You've got to be happy with that. Let's take a look at the time.
2 hours 51.
2 hours 51. You go. Well done. That's brilliant. 2 hours 51. You must be delighted with that.
Shattered. Yeah, I'm really happy with that. I managed to run all the way. Didn't walk at all, so I'm quite pleased with that.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
And of course, everyone at Bernardo's is going to be so proud of you.
hope so.
Well, we know why you're running this race. We know why you're raising money for the Bernardos. We just want to say well done.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Well, there you have it, the world's first ever Kilomathon, and what an inspiring day.
Yeah, a fantastic day. It really has been tremendous, and the elite runners and also those inspirational stories as well of all the runners who are hoping to raise lots of money for charities.
Yeah, a very exciting race at the front of the field and some real battles still being fought at the back of the field as well.
And interestingly enough, you know, on paper you might have said Martin Williams should have been in front, but you know, you never know what happens in a race with the elements against them.
We'll see what happens next time. That's it from Derby, and we'll see you in Edinburgh in October.